Hi everyone, welcome to Veronika Hug. Today I'll show you how to make lovely jackets out of Woolly Hug's sheep wool, which is my material for today, so stay tuned for instructions. We will be using Woolly Hug's sheep, 10 spools, 500 grams. Here I have a multicolored version with that goes a lovely minty green in just one color. So we have 2 spools of that, 100 grams. Also Woolly Hug's sheep, so that our colors match. So both types of wools are the same, which means they are both out of 50% wool, 28% cotton, and 22% polyamide. And we have 110 meters per 50 grams. So as you can notice, it's pretty long, and for our jacket, since it's pretty big, we will be using a lot of this, so a total of 600 grams of wool. I will be using my crocheting needles, and my size of choice today is 8 millimeters, and we are using our line since we are going to need a lot of stitches. In this case, we are going to start with 100 stitches. And we are also using a double-sided crochet needle, also in the same size, so 8 millimeters. Let's start with a number divisible by 9, and you will need a plus of 2 additional stitches so that we can have a nice ending on both sides. So I'm working with you on the beginning stitches, which means I will take the line off for now. We will do 20 stitches since 18 is divisible by 9 and the 2 additional ones as well. One, 2, 3, 4. 10. 18, 19, and 20. Now push the chains a bit to the front and out of the side stitch from the bottom. I will do out of the 19th stitch, one more loop on the needle. And I keep doing that with other stitches all the way to the first one. Feel free to follow my lead if it's easier for you. So we are doing this to get a nice edge. And out of the first chain, and then we have our first row already. So we have 20 stitches on our needle, as many as the number of chains. So now we are doing a chain and take the thread from the bottom and pull through 2 loops. through 2, and I keep doing this. Now I have the first real row, so to say, and now we are doing the back row. So the loop on the needle is my first stitch, and I'm now going through the middle basically and doing 1 stitch. Again, feel free to follow me if you need to. Always from the bottom. And now comes the second back row. So let's do again a chain, and after that 2 times 2 loops together. Once and twice. Now 3 together. Then a chain, then 2 loops. Again a chain and 3 loops together. Then 4 times 2, 4, and we now repeat 4 times 2 loops. And then once 3 loops. Then a chain, then 2 loops. Chain, and then again 3 loops, and we keep repeating that. So 4 times 2, once 3, 1 chain, 2 loops, chain, and once 3 loops. At the end, then we are doing 3 times 2 loops to reach the end. Now start the next front row. Again, take from the middle new loops and pay attention that this time at the spots where you did the 2 stitches together like this, you do them again together with the thread through. And then go under the chain and take the thread through, then through the mid stitch. Under the chain and again double doing together. And now 4 single stitches. And this keeps repeating, 4 single stitches, then again 2 under the chain, then 1 under the chain and double. And you repeat 4 singles, 2 under the chain, 1 under the chain, and 2. End with 2 singles and the last one through both stitches. Back row again, same as before, chain, 2 times double stitches, once 3 loops, chain and 2 loops, chain and once 3 loops. And again 4 times doubled. Once 3 loops, then 2, chain and again 2. And these 9 stitches keep repeating. At the end, we always end with 3 times through 2 loops at the same time. And now we keep repeating. I'll show you one more time. Two single ones, and we have our beginning loop on our needle, through 2, under the chain, through 1, under the chain, through 2, and through 4 side loops. Again through 2, under the chain, through 1, under the chain, and through 2. At the end I have 2 single ones and the edge stitch. Now we go back with the chain, 2 times through 2 and once through 3. 1 chain, once through 2 and 1 chain and once through 3. 4 times through 2, and as I said, the rows stay the same. Once through 3, chain, through 2, and through 3. The 9 that keep repeating, 1, 2, 3, 4 times through 1, and then the 3 together, 1 chain, 1 single, 1 chain, and 2 at the end. We have 3 times through 2. So now I did several rows, so when you do that too, you also have a nice pattern piece. And then in 10 times 10 centimeters, you have 11 stitches, and in the height 7 or 8 rows. The height is not as important since you can always make it longer or shorter, but the width is important because you cannot change it later. When you do the 10 centimeters, you would have to start over in order to fix it or to change it. And now for our jacket, we would need 200 stitches. 198 is divisible by 9 plus the 2 additional stitches. And then you work this pattern until you have 27 centimeters of length, and then you cast off. Do a chain and keep doing slip stitches, so just like with the simple stitch. Here through 2, under the chain, single ones, under the chain, 2 stitches, and then 4 single stitches. Then again through 2, under the chain, through 1, under the chain, through 2, and the 9 stitches keep repeating, and then we end with 2 more single ones. Go through, take the thread again through 2 loops, then you can cut your thread. If you can imagine, this is your jacket. Here is your total width of 200 stitches with the height of 27 rows. Then you would fold in half like this. So this is the shape that you want. And here, left and right, you would have your holes where your arms would go. On this side, you go with the thread. And connect. Leave 16 centimeters open on the top for your arms later. Here on the bottom, you do 20 centimeters together. 16 and 20 are 36, so times 2 gives 72 centimeters that you have since you started. Here we have drastically less, since I'm showing you just a little mini example of how you would do it on a bigger scale. Same on the other side too. The bottom 20 centimeters together. And leave the 16 out. And now here we are continuing in rounds, and I decided to do a unicolored wool from now on. So I'll start with starting stitches. So out of every existing stitch we do one new one. And then here, when you have enough stitches, the second spool comes in handy. And now you just pull the thread through. So first through one stitch, and after that always through two. And that's how you do Tunisian crocheting in rounds. When you are at the end of your stitches, and take care that it's all loosely on your needle so that it's not too tight, it doesn't get all weird after. So here we started again new stitches, one already existing, one gets a new stitch. And then again, go back when you notice that your needle is getting full. So I almost did a full circle. And now I again am reaching the first row, and here I can start with new stitches, one knit stitch and one purl stitch, and you keep changing between knit and purl. And also go back. And you simply keep doing rounds like this. So in the second round you switch the stitches, so where you did a purl stitch you would do a knit stitch and vice versa. So you do 5 more rounds of this, and then you simply cast the stitches off, and that's when your jacket is done. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to let me know what you think of the pattern and how you like it. Subscribe, share, and I'll see you next time. Bye!